BEEX project is a no-profit foundation about visual art and photography. If you want to help us, just drop a donation on buymeacoffee.com/BerlinExplorer. So, welcome to this 50 minutes of experience. Today I'm with Zyad Mohamed. Welcome to this podcast.
Hi Emiliano, how are you?
Yes, good. And you?
I'm good. I'm pretty good.
So, amazing. So, today we talk about some of your experience. This is a chat really freely, so then there's no kind of rules. Just we go on with our flow, and what else we want to talk about is welcome. So, but before that, I would like to ask you if you could say something about you, not only as a photographer, not related to photography, but yeah, in general.
Yeah, first of all, my name is Zyad. I'm 22. I'm Egyptian and I live in Italy. I'm studying mechanical engineering and do like photography as well.
Yeah. So when did you move to Italy?
When did I go to Italy?
Yeah.
I came here since 7 years, but
Okay.
I was coming just in holidays, just to because I was studying in Egypt and I was coming here just in holidays, like
Okay.
in summer holidays.
Actually, probably from when you was 15. So, no?
Yeah, I was 15,
Yeah.
exactly.
Cool. So you are quite long there. And
Yeah.
where are you based? In Milan?
No, I'm in Brescia, a city like,
Okay. So I have many friends from there. It's nice.
yeah, nice.
So let's talk about how did you start to taking picture?
Okay, first of all, I started taking pictures with my mobile phone. Like, it was like a phone, mobile photography, and after that, my friends started to advise me to buy a camera. They saw my love to photography, and I was editing as well on Lightroom Mobile. I was using this application as a main application for my editing, and I was using Vesco, but Lightroom was my first application. So they advised me to buy a camera, and I took this advice and bought a full frame one, especially the Sony A7 Mark III
Okay.
with a 35 millimeter lens. And my life has been completely changed. My photography, my type of photography, and how I see the things have been changed after buying the camera and editing photos in RAW and as well.
Yeah, for sure, because when you have a camera, and the differences between a camera and the phone is that you have much more manuality. You can play much more with your hand.
Yeah.
No,
A wide range.
today it's really there are phones. I can say that better than some cameras, and they have all the technical things. But
Yeah, mobile. It's the mobile cameras has been developed so much in today's like but it doesn't still have the big sensor of the camera, and it doesn't give you like you can now you can use your phone for shooting astrophotography in Google Pixel, and maybe if you download the third party application, you can use it to take photos for the stars, but it needs like 5 minutes of shutter, and in these 5 minutes, like the noise in the photo, and the position of the star as well. It changes like a little bit, and it seems like a tiny line, not a point in the sky, and not a star in the sky. So in at the opposite, or in the camera, you can take it just in like 30 seconds, or no, it's like 3 seconds or something of shutter.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's for sure it's quite different.
Yeah, the
And
difference in
what
the
you can do it
sensor
with the
side.
camera for sure is totally different from what you can do it with the phone.
Yeah,
Depends a bit about the topic also, I would say. But let's talk about a bit about your picture. So I can imagine that photography in a way was also a way to discover the country that now you are in, and to just better get in touch. I mean, also sometimes it's an excuse to go out and to get in touch with the people. No.
yeah. I started photographing like streets and architecture, and like some of my friends asked me about if the place or the country plays a role in my photography. Well, I can't deny that living in Italy, one of the most beautiful countries in the world, which is full of ancient Roman art, is helping me out of creating beautiful street architecture photography. But due to that, I wanted to tell them it's not just about the place, it's about the eye. So I started to limit this type of photography a little bit, and I focused on cinematic and minimalism. I took cinematic shots with new ideas, like I brought a guy. He was in the bathroom. He had so many letters, and he was reading like a letter, and this letter was burning. I published this photo, but unfortunately, I lost the original file, and I edited the recovery file. So it was a very very low quality photo, but I want to create it again, once again.
Yeah.
And another one in a bus stop, a girl uh, a girl just texted me. She liked my photography type of cinematic photography, like, and she told me if I can take some photos for her. In this period, I was just I was like 2 months since I last shoot. So I went out and started with no ideas, absolutely with no ideas in my mind. I wanted out, and I figured out that I forgot my custom buttons. How did I sit in the camera? And I started looking for an idea or something moving her, and finally I could put her like behind a glass of a bus station, and this glass is reflecting the lights from over and behind. Especially these are my last shots on my Instagram profile. So I managed to edit them in a very very cinematic way, and we used a lighter, and it it came very very beautiful.
Yeah, it's quite nice. I mean,
Yeah,
I think you can explore a lot more. I can see in a way you are experimenting. You are new in photography. You're young. I mean, I can relate a lot to that, especially for the colors, especially for the vision. I think you can develop a lot in the future.
yeah,
I mean, photography it's only matters of researching, exploring, and the more you explore, more than yeah. Sometimes you get also bored of what you shoot usually, so then you go on and you try. I mean, there are part like Yeah, you want to go to a better camera, and then after 10 years, you start to think, okay, now I start to buy stuff is destroyed because you don't want anymore doing a clear picture. You know,
Yeah,
it's just a process of experimentation also, and yeah, to go to the next level. That's the point, no?
yeah.
And
It's it's about the ideas and the equipment that you use as well. You if you use them well, if you know your potential and your camera potential, you can do everything.
yeah, yeah. I
Like
mean, it's when you start to experience a lot, you can also then go out really with the phone and doing best picture of your life.
yeah, I know
You can
some
really do
people that
everything.
they shoot awesome shots in mobile. I was shooting like I shot a whole session in my mobile phone, and uh, some people didn't figure out that these photos were taken by phone. They thought they were taken by a camera, but
Yeah, and this is the point when you develop a kind of sensibility. You know, it's a kind of eyes that you can replace with everything. I mean, you can do it with everything for real.
yeah,
And let's say talk about something else. I'm curious to know that if you ever thought about use photography more to document, and then yeah, in a way to start to be in the field of photography a bit more seriously. I mean, as a author, no? And not only now just researching in the structure you have around, but starting to create stories and to give these stories to the world. And I was thinking, yeah, because I've seen that you're ambassador on this page, Italy Arabi, that yeah, could be cool to know more about the realities of Arab people in Italy. I mean, as I'm Italian, I would enjoy really a lot to discover that someone could make kind of picture documentary about Arab people living there.
yeah. Italy Arabic is a page like when I started when I recently when I started when excuse me when I bought the camera. I started to search for somebody who can spread my photos and like bring me some audience or something. So I texted just this page. I saw this page on Facebook, and I like that it's sharing it is sharing photos
Yeah,
for Italy. And I was living in Italy, and I have recently bought a camera. So why don't I text them? I texted him, and he replied to me. He told me that my photos are great, and I texted him just to share just one photo or two photos, like or something. But I couldn't imagine that he want to collaborate with me. So he offered me to collaborate with each others, and I happily agreed and started to take some photos and to upload them on a drive file, and he could easily download them and mention my account. This brings me like some traffic and some new followers, some people who watch my work and appreciate it, who
yeah,
loves Italy, and who because I the most the most part of my photography in this period was like street photography and landscapes in Italy. I went to Cinque Terre. It's a very beautiful place, and I went to Venice. I went to Genova. I went to Florence. These places are awesome, are extremely awesome. And when you take a photo, from a different angle or from a different position, people start to like it because they never seen the photo from this angle, from this position. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's,
about,
I know I was there in almost every place you shoot at, so I know they are quite interesting. I would say there are a lot of picture of these places because
yeah, a lot of
a
them,
lot of
but
tourists go there over, and what I always thought about is more about to documenting what other people don't see. So, but you have to, in the end, have a lot of days more to stay there, trying to figure out the people, the connection, what they do, what they don't do. I mean, the kind of life. It's much more complicated.
yeah, I listen. It's you said in these places there's thousands of photos taken from the same position. So if I don't have a different position to take a different shot that nobody have ever seen, I play on my edit potentials. I try to make the photo like in a normal saturation, or most photos are undersaturated, and most of them oversaturated, or some of them are oversaturated. So, and it's about color correction. If you color these photos well, it will seem different, not like the other photos.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, for sure. What I was meaning was like, yeah, to discover a bit more what is in the places itself, like inside and not from the outside. But yeah, for sure, this you cannot do
Yeah,
it when you are not there. This is the point. I mean, but I will like to see. I mean, if I can inspire you in a way to having more portrait of Arab people there, more stories, more what they do it, and more about also the place where you are. So in Brescia, uh, and discovering more what is your point of view, not when you travel. This will be really, I think, interesting.
yeah. I was I I thought about using my friends as I have a lot of Arab friends, so, and as well Italians. So I started to take photos, portraits for them, and if I have a new idea or something, I try it on my friends first because they came in the first place. Like I have some ideas in that I cannot apply. It's cinematic ideas, but the problem is that I like fire. I like photographing fire, so I need like abandoned place to set some fire in
To
something,
to
or
burn
an object.
to burn a building.
No, not a building. Not this as much. I'm not making a film. It's even in films they don't burn buildings. They make like After Effects and effects
Yeah,
on on the After Effects.
I
No,
was
I
I
I
was just joking.
it's yeah, you know, but it's I I imagine I have an idea that I want. To bring a couch or something, and another guy is uh, I don't know how to deliver the view as I imagine, but everything, every new idea that comes in my mind, I write it down. So I have so many, not so many, but it's like a good number of ideas of cinematic photos that I want to take in abandoned place, using fire and burning a little thing. Somebody is exists in this thing, because I want to. I normally like to add people to my shots. I don't like to shoot something burning, and there is no people in the photo. People in the photo bring like anima, or in like a soul in English.
Yeah,
Anima
yeah.
in italiano, scusa.
I got your point.
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see more about that and to see what experience you try to doing. I think it's always interesting to, in a way, also follow the point of view of the youngest. I mean, who is new in photography, because can bring some ideas that are not existing. I mean, it's difficult because I can understand also today that there is much more influences from the world around, from Instagram, social network in general. They influence a lot our kind of picture, and I think
yeah,
another we follow that style, and it's difficult
yeah,
to then catch your real point of view. But I mean, this is something everyone do it. It's the process of grooving, starting from something exists already. I mean, as I said in this podcast many times, it's anthropological things that we cannot remove from ourselves. We are in a way or another influenced from everything from the moment we born.
yeah.
So I want to thank you a lot for your time. For
Thank
the
you so much.
podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah, if anyone wants to see the work of Ziad, want to follow him, the link are in description. And let's see, let's
Any obvious.
get in touch for the next year and see
Absolutely,
what
absolutely.
come
Happy
out.
New Year for all of you.
Okay, thank you.
Happy. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this podcast, and if you want to learn more about us, you can visit the link allmylinks.com, Berlin Explorer, or our website bexproject.com. And if you want to follow us, you can always get news from Instagram on our account BX Project. Thank you again, and see you in the next episode.